that.
Yes, help.
And she said, and then I thought afterwards, and then I heard all day, my father told me something, and my
Yes.
mother, if you've got something wrong, don't bottle it up.
Oh, okay.
And what has happened, something to me, way back,
Yes.
it comes with, it's a form of like fear, that I'm look all right,
Yes.
but underneath there's something.
Something the devil in you
And
your
I
mind.
need it. It wasn't. I could cure it, but I need advice on it.
Yes.
And that is the bit that somebody was there today that could give me advice.
Yes.
And I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, okay.
So that is what the answer was. Before anything hit me,
Yes.
it also gave me a help. So it really this morning was helped me out more than I was thought.
Okay.
So really,
Yes.
it was glad that I went.
Okay, cool. All right.
In other words, I wasn't expecting it.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that.
Okay. What are you expecting to town?
Well, I expected to just be social.
Okay. Social, yes.
And then I thought myself, to get together. And I probably either didn't read it, and they said, well, we're meeting at the library.
Oh, yes, the library.
And I ended up.
Yes.
There was everybody there. The police was there. She laughed at something else.
Yes.
And then it was all to do with county, some medical things and all sorts of things. And Fire Brigade were there.
Oh.
And everybody,
Wednesday! I forgot. Yes, I remember now.
And what it was.
I remember.
And what it was.
Oh, silly me.
And what it was.
Yes.
There was a couple of things on there. Matter of fact, I've probably still got them in my pocket.
I remember.
And
I remember.
That's to do with that.
You want a hamburger?
Yes.
Yes. I'll give you a hamburger. You want to eat something, mate?
And then there was another thing not lost, but something that helped me out, living on my own and all the rest.
Yes.
And when I found afterwards, the people that could help,
yes,
I saw them this morning.
You leaving this morning?
I said I found them this morning.
Yes, true.
Which could help me out.
Okay.
But like you said, I wasn't expecting that.
Yes.
So really, I did something this morning, which can help me before anything could happen.
Yes, true.
And then it gives me a better advice on how to go about it.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't expecting it.
Okay.
So I ended up.
Yes.
Something.
All right.
And when I got to there was a woman about something to do with the water.
Yes.
And she looked at me and she said, "Oh, I recognise you." And then she said, "Oh, you're on your own now."
Uh-oh.
And then she said, "You haven't paid the bill yet, looks like it." I said, "No, it's not due yet." I said, "What, one thing and another." Anyway, and when she looked at it, she said, "Oh, you can get 50% off."
Oh.
And she said, I put it through to you, so when this other thing sorts out,
yes,
I could only need to pay 50%.
Okay.
Because of the ability of my age.
True.
And otherwise I should be paying the full amount.
Yes.
And because they've still got me down as married.
Oh, all right.
So they hadn't got the record straight.
Oh, you're single now.
So I was single.
Yes.
And social and all the rest.
Yes.
So I was entitled.
Entitled to half.
Cycle less.
Yes.
Not so much as I thought. I'm glad that in a one way that I didn't have to.
Okay.
So I saved myself a bit.
Yes.
But I suffer from something which I call it.
Yes.
And I have to be very careful how I put it.
Okay.
It's a form of, every now and again, when something builds up.
Yes.
I suffer from a thing called emotional fear.
Emotional fear. Oh.
But it's only mild.
Yes.
But I don't want it to.
What kind of fear do you have? Emotional fear about what?
Well, it goes back on various other things. It's
Yes.
something to do with. It's something to do. It's not loneliness, but it means you've got to get out with people. You've got to, because of loss. And it occasionally comes back on things like that and how to go about it. And it is nothing you can do, but it gives you advice the best way to do it. And some of it is to do with social, and it gives you a better how to understand it.
Oh.
And what's happened is those type of things
Yes.
are not. I've never had much to do with.
Okay.
When Pat went,
Yes,
I've still
your
got
wife.
my wife. Those things tend to kick back.
Okay.
And what happens is you just carry on with it, and it may be a few years later, it may be 6 months,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then and it could build up, and they say, "Why didn't you do something about it? Why didn't you?"
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Okay.
I call it emotional fear because it's something you can't. Who do you talk to? Who do you think? And it's quite common.
Yes.
But it's the way to go about it.
Okay.
So
Yes.
anyway, while I was there,
Yes.
and the money that was pinched and all that doesn't help it.
Okay.
That just adds to it. But
So now you are better off because you know you're gonna pay less and you're gonna be
and
surviving.
also
Yes.
they can see what happens is other thing. And I got caught in the fraud. This one, the first one, a fraud.
Yes.
Which nothing to do with me, but I just happened to get caught.
Yes.
And between the lines, this
Yes.
is probably nothing unusual,
No.
but it just happened to hit me. And it always hits the weakest point rather than the strongest one.
Okay.
But it's taught me a few things, and like you said, history, and it brought me back a lot of history and mother, which is history now, because history was my strongest point.
Okay.
But it's true history, it's not something happened in it, it's quite amusing.
All right.
And some of the things that I travelled on was something quite rare. I managed to get the end of Folkestone Harbour right down to the bottom,
Yes.
and one or two things, Blue Belt, and I managed to get to Coleshill North where my uncle started.
Yes, Coleshill North, and you
Can't get there anymore now.
to the garden.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's not a station now, it's been sold to something else.
But where is that place?
That's nearly Purley, they call
Purley.
it. Purley.
Yes.
They call it, there's a Coleshill South, but there's no Coleshill North.
Yes, I got horses.
And in the 1920s,
Yeah. Whoa, you still
going
alive?
back a bit,
Yeah,
my
and
uncle
the 20s.
said when he joined up,
Yes.
there was a nasty accident.
Accident.
Yeah, it must have been after the First World War,
Oh.
where something.
Yes.
And he said it was 3 weeks
Yes.
after that, he took a job
Yes.
on the railway
Yes.
after that accident.
Yes.
And he said I had to live through all that,
Yes.
but he gave himself a career in the railway.
Okay.
But like you said, what a time to start. And if
Yeah.
he'd have been a number of years earlier,
Yes.
he might have had to gone in with his brother to the front in the 1914.
Yes.
But lucky for him, he was born after.
After 1914. So.
And what he did, when
Yes.
the war came up, the second war came up,
Yes.
as he was on the railway, he didn't join up, he just carried on with the railway.
Oh,
So
1940s.
lucky for him that he didn't go in the services.
Oh, okay.
But he said it was hard going, but he survived it.
All right.
But his brother, of course, his older brother,
Yes.
lost it.
You went to the army.
So he went in the army and
Yes.
ended up on the Somme, and that was the end of it.
No, that was the First World War, the War of
It
the
was the
Somme.
First World War, and
Yes,
the
that's it.
only thing he had,
Yes.
which I carried,
Yes.
was because I had problems with my hair. So what I'd done now, I allowed the whiff to grow
Yes.
and restyled it, and that's why it drops now.
Yes. The width of throw.
And that means the hair used to stick up.
Yes.
So
But
what,
in the army you have to shave it.
I done now,
Yes.
instead of keep having that trouble with keep sticking up,
Yes.
I've restyled it now so it lays down better.
Yes.
And when I was younger, they keep shortening the hair and keep cutting it back.
Yes.
which is stupid. And then there was another thing, they tried to get me to go right-handed,
Yes.
and I wouldn't have it, I went left. And you know, they still argue over left and right today.
Yes.
And it still partly goes on,
Yes.
because the handrail or everything, they always put them on the right, they never put them on the left.
The handrail on the right.
And if you tell them, doesn't matter who it is,
Yes.
they won't listen.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So that's why I said to you,
Yes.
the bits there, which is what I've got to get on,
Yes.
it's got to be a left hand and a right hand.
Oh, for you, for everything.
And it's not going to be just for me, but in time, if anybody else moved in behind me,
Yes.
there will be at least a left hand and a right hand, doesn't matter what you are.
Okay, that's awesome.
Which is really, but in the council's point of view,
Yes.
that'd be their job to do the job. But if I don't
Yes.
put the left hand one
Yes.
with the right hand one,
Yes.
there's going to be still problems, because if you get a left-handed person,
Yes, but-
there's never going to be an handrail
All
for
right.
a left hand.
All right, but doesn't matter. Can be right-handed. All people can be right-handed.
I know,
Cut the costume.
but they still wouldn't recognise the left hand. It doesn't matter how you argue with them,
Yes.
and it's just common sense.
Yes.
But you try and tell somebody, you know,
Yes. Well, I don't know.
they just don't listen.
Yes. Well, it's in about rails. I don't know. Yes.
But it's
rail.
stupid. I know it sounds stupid, and then they say, well, we look after people who are disabled and all that.
Yes.
But if the person's left-handed and the other one's right,
Yes.
you'll be forced to use your right hand, which can't be used, doesn't matter what age you are.
Ah.
So in other words, they're not listening.
Well, who cares? People.
It's stupid. I know it sounds stupid, but it's perfectly true.
Okay, cool. All right.
But can you get it? Can you get it over?
Yes.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Yes. All right.
It'll always be there.
Yes.
I know it's daft.
True. Yes.
It's a daft thing.
Yes. I know it's not that. You have two rails. It's whatever your opinion is. And your opinion, you live there. And
So when
that's
I
what
was
you feel
down
is
there,
cool. Yes.
and this other thing the police gave me,
Yes.
is all these trading people that come, you know, and gave me advice on that.
Yes.
And then that's nothing to worry about. That's in case of
Oh, cannabis.
that's
Ooh.
that's
Give me see that one.
it might be not of any value at all.
Nah, this is not cannabis in England. This in America. A ver, aka weed, scan here. What? Sensi, resin, puff, pot, marijuana, dope, hash, ganja, draw, tap, bat. Oh, parata. Bop, budop. There's no safe
So
level.
what I've done,
Yes.
you know, they said that thing about if you know it's
Yes.
I'm okay, but it might affect me, not medically. But so I've got in touch and they got my name on it. So anything that looks something,
Yes.
in case it comes up,
Oh, okay.
you know, that I don't have that fear. You know, something emotional. You don't see it on me, but it's down.
Oh, it's down there. Yes, yes.
And what they've done,
Yes.
she said-
Listen, yes, talk, and listen to this. Yes, talk to me. Yes.
so in the end,
Yes.
that's the booking on that. And I think I don't know if it stands on there. It's not uncommon. This is not uncommon, but it can.
Yes.
But it's being aware of things.
Well, like what? Like what?
It's like being aware of things.
Where of things?
But you wouldn't quite work it out. But it means this.
Yes.
It's a thing that might come on a fear or underneath that you might not.
Cameras. You're talking about cameras.
Yeah, but what it means is
Yes.
anybody came.
Yes.
It's not that.
No cameras.
Anyway, and being on your own, it'd be all right. But while your mind is clear, but there
Yes.
is times when you might not be thinking,
Yes.
and that is what I got to be aware of.
Yes.
And being on your own, it's that's when why it affects. It might be something.
Yes. When you.
So in my point of view,
Yes.
it's being aware of things.
Yes.
But that
Oh,
other thing,
mira. Let me see this.
it's not nothing to worry, but it's just being aware of something.
Yes.
And that's what I. That's when you're out, when you haven't got to. Because what's happened is, I'll tell you why that came about. When I went down to check my phone, did you hear that?
Yes.
When I went down to check my phone,
Yes.
we went in to look at my mobile, and there was a few things on there
Yes.
that got astray.
This is to speak to people when you push the button to speak to people in another place, but you need to have a Wi-Fi
And
for
what
this.
happened was,
Yes.
there was a few things that came on my phone, and what they did.
Yes.
So when I went to the phone company, they said, "That's strange. You've got more than you should have on it." And anyway, so they said you're paying too much and all this.
Oh.
And anyway,
Yes.
and then he said unusual cause. And then what happened is, then I realised something,
Yes.
that this fear came back.
Oh.
And what happened was, when I was up today, I
Yes.
checked on it. So they're going to change the phone, sorted it out. And when I was up there, they said, "Is there anything we can help you on?" Did you hear that?
Yes. Yes.
And being on your own
Yes.
only brings it on.
Well, yes.
And what they did, so I have to fast track it a bit.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, they decided that it's got to go through and check to see how my ability is. Nothing to worry about, but I can be aware of things. Eh?
Yes. When you allow.
And what I've done, I brought myself very forward
Yes.
rather than backward. I pushed myself forward, and I know